This video is especially dedicated for anyone considering owning a Shelby Cobra. Hello, I'm George Edward Murray. Purchased my Shelby Cobra in May of '03. It is a Superformance MK3 5.8 liter 351 Ford Windsor engine modified by the Roush people. Has a Tremec 5-speed standard trans and a Holley 750 carburetor. We're running about 390 horsepower. We did a test some years ago, 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds. That was with two people in the car and street tires. The car has about 90,000 miles on it and counting. I'd like to break this video down for you in 3 episodes. The first episode will be buying a Shelby Cobra. The second one will be owning a Shelby Cobra. And the third will be driving a Shelby Cobra. And they will be kind of intertwined at times. Now, before you buy Shelby Cobra, you need to do your homework. I would recommend getting a copy of the complete guide to Cobra replicas. It was a magazine. It is now out of print, but there are copies available online, and I checked that. Also, you want to talk to Cobra owners, whether you see them at a car show or at a gas station. Talk to the guy. Learn as much as you can. What we're going to start off with is why not to buy a Shelby Cobra. And I'd like to give you a little story. Some years ago when I was upstate New York and in a rest area, and this car pulls up alongside of me, and the lady rolls down her window and she says, must get awfully windy in there. I said, a little. So she says, well, how do you listen to the radio? And I politely said, lady, there is no radio. Most people, certainly many people, do not get it. The roaring power of that V8, the smell of that high octane gas, the thrill of going down the highway in that car with the sun and wind hitting your face a little bit. A while back, my grandson was with me and he said, Pop, why are you stopping for gas? You have a half a tank. I said, maybe you do, and maybe you don't. My car is fitted out with the original Lucas and Smith gauges, and you have to keep your eye on them. If it's raining, leave the car in the garage. If the surface of the road is cold, do not floor it. You could spin out. I almost took out a stop sign. Lesson learned. Hire only experienced Cobra mechanics, or at the very least, high performance mechanics. And after a drive, whether it's an hour or so. Next day, check that engine oil, check that antifreeze. Every 5,000 miles, you have your mechanic do a thorough check on that car, put it on a lift, make sure everything is secure and tightened down. Carry some basic tools with you: flashlight, phone, cash. Okay, why should you own a Shelby Cobra? You ask any Shelby Cobra owner and they all pretty much say the same thing. There is no other car like it in the world. The look, the sound, the stance, it has an attitude. It's an icon. It's a racing car, winning the World Championship of Racing manufactured cars in 1965. Some time ago, my neighbor said to me, George, I got to tell you something. I said, what's that? She said, you know, Billy, this was her teenage son at the time. He's taking a shower and he says, Mom, he says, I hear thunder. You think I should jump out of the shower? And she says, nah, you're okay. That's George starting up the Cobra. Let's face it, there's no other sound like it. I was in Virginia some years ago and was down in the Williamsburg area, and I was walking back to the car with my lady friend, and there's a guy standing by my car, and he looks up at me, and he saw me coming. He says, is that you? I said, yeah, that's me. He says, man, it drew me like a magnet. That is the kind of effect that car will have on people. It will make more friends than you ever will make. So if you're going on a trip, let's say you're planning an hour and a half, tack on in your head an extra half hour. Because if you stop for gas, if you stop at a rest area, chances are very good that people are going to want to come over and talk to you about that car. And sometimes they'll say, you know, can we take pictures? And I usually say, yeah, go ahead, take some pictures. I don't care. So what is the car all about? In a word, excitement. I think of that line, paraphrasing from the original King Kong. Boys, this is the thrill of a lifetime. That's the Shelby Cobra. If you have any comments or questions, I'll be happy to check them out. And I want to close by wishing you very good luck and say thanks for watching this video.